I want to talk about why most online fitness businesses are going to fail in 2026. If you run a hybrid model of online fitness, if you do a low ticket app type of model, high number type of model with your online fitness business, or you do a high ticket or a higher ticket, there's different levels of high ticket, and you're not making what you want to make. I'm going to give you a few pointers, but most importantly, you need to understand what is going to succeed in 2026. And I want you to look at your current business model to really audit, okay, am I doing what I need to be doing to create the revenue that I want to be creating? And if I'm going to give you 3 reasons why, unless you change your model of how you are delivering your services, your business will fail, okay? All right, so if you are, I can't see the live here. If anyone does happen to tune in, feel free to drop a comment in the chat box here if you're watching later. And you do run a high ticket coaching business, let me know how much you charge and how much you are making per month right now. That might be uncomfortable for you. It's totally fine. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can tell me how much you're charging. But what we're trying to understand is where fitness coaches are getting stuck. How much are you making? I work with people. If you don't know who I am, my name is William, and I run fitnessforbackpain.com. I've been running that for about 11 years. It is a multiple 6-figure online business, and there are clear reasons why people get stuck at certain income brackets. For in this case here, 8,000, 6, 7, 8,000 versus 10, 15, 20,000. There's a difference. And who I work with now is really to teach people what I have been doing over the past 11 years in my online fitness business and continue to do today to get them beyond 10, 15, $20,000 in your online fitness business. So if that's what you want to do, if you want to scale, go beyond $10,000 months, then this is the channel that I'll be just using as a creative outlet to help you do that for free, okay? At least free through my content. So number 1 reason why you really need to shift and make sure your online fitness business is running a high ticket offer only is because AI, as we know it, is going to essentially, if it hasn't already, take over the world, okay? So when you think about AI, you can go there now and have AI create a workout program for you, create a meal plan for you. It can give you all this information for free, right? It doesn't cost anyone anything unless you have like an advanced version of ChatGPT or something like that to go into AI and just have them build something out for you. So what you have to understand from a online fitness business is you are competing with tons of information. So when you are selling your services, what you're not selling is more information. You're not selling them a cleaner, sharper, better edited form critique. You're not selling them a more sophisticated or smart or edgy like nutrition plan. Like it's already there. We can already get that stuff. At the end of the day, people don't care about that. They care about the result that they can get them and the path. How simple is the path that they're going to get to or use to go down to get to that result? So in the world of AI, it's going to be very, very hard, if not impossible, to scale and grow successfully an online fitness business that is operating off of app purchases, that's operating off of low ticket purchases on courses, whether it be a menopause course or a core training course. And I'm speaking from experience, right? Like when I first started fitnessforbackpain.com, I was selling online courses, and that was during the time where online courses were selling good. And I'm not saying that you can't sell any online courses now. I'm not saying that. But in the fitness space where it is already so much free information, it's going to be very hard to sell at scale, at volume, to make $10,000, $15,000 a month without dumping crap tons of money into ads, making significant amount of money selling low ticket offers, little courses, little apps, little memberships. Okay. The other part about this whole AI thing is there is such thing as AI overwhelm. And I think it's going to come out. This is my prediction. More overwhelm is going to come from AI when people are trying to, because you have so much information, you have so much value and answers at your fingertips that you can just type into it and you're going to get an answer right away. And I think what's going to happen is despite the information, we're going to be overwhelmed with the action steps. We're going to be overwhelmed with just simply being held accountable and almost like decision fatigue when it comes to what they should be doing. So you as a high ticket online fitness coach, you're selling accountability, you're selling implementation, and you're selling a direct path towards a victory over a shared enemy. If you watched last week's live on Friday, I talked about having a shared enemy. And if you want to succeed online in 2026, you have got to have a very clear, defined, shared enemy that your services, that your product is going to overcome as fast and as easy as possible. Better than AI, better than more information, better than some kind of app download. Your high ticket coaching, which is going to help you succeed in 2026, is going to crush the need for more information through AI. It's going to crush the need for more low ticket offers. Okay. So number one reason why your online fitness business needs to have a high ticket offer is because information is free and you're not selling information, okay? Second point, right now, you could have too many pathways towards the finish line, okay? What I mean by that is, I'll use myself as an example. When I first started my online fitness business, I was offering a lot of different services, products. I had a core training course. I had what's called Relief Academy, which was kind of like an academy, higher ticket. When I say high ticket, it was like $267, which was like an online program that you can actually follow and get the result that I was offering at that time. I had what's called the Smart Strength membership. I had these different low ticket courses and I would just rotate promotions. And then I fell on high ticket. And my high ticket at the time was like $997, got to like $1,800 maybe. And what happened is I'd be on these calls and I'd be emailing people who were interested in my services and they didn't know what to pick to get to the point where they could get the result they want and defeat the enemy that they were trying to defeat. In my case, chronic back pain, defeat the medical model, the injections, the PT, the chiro. They're trying to defeat these people. It's not working for them. They want to find a different solution. I am that different solution. At the time, I had created so much confusion selling a bunch of different low ticket offers. Should I get into the app? Should I get into the membership? Should I get core essentials? Should I do the mobility essentials? Should I do Relief Academy? Like which one does which? Even though they're all very clear and they serve the purpose at that time, when I wanted to scale to $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 months, that part of my business was causing too much confusion, which is why going all in on a high ticket coaching offer that defeats a very specific enemy is your number one tool and way to defeat everything against you here in 2026, okay? So too many pathways towards the finish line. The solution to that is making sure that your offer includes everything that they will need and it speaks to a very specific person who shares that common enemy. So an example of this, again, in my business, you could do chronic back pain sufferers. You could also do in the fitness and back pain space, you could do like post-fusion warriors, people who have had a surgery specifically. The other one would be like dads in their 40s trying to lose weight. It could be specific to a certain season of life for somebody. And so once you find that specific person, you really have to understand it's not so much like, oh, should I go for 40-year-old dads or 50-year-old dads? Like, who should be my niche? Like, you can carve that out. But what you have to do really well is making sure that you're speaking and you're very clear about who that common enemy is. Get frustrated with them and then say, hey, there's a solution, and solve it and defeat that enemy. If you can do that through your high ticket coaching, you're going to win. And you're only going to do it through one high ticket offer. Okay. Third point, and this is a very kind of straightforward point, why I think in 2026, online fitness businesses must go all in on high ticket coaching, is simply due to the math, right? Just think about it. If I was selling a course for $100, let's say, and I want to make $10,000 months, how many do I have to sell? Easy, 100. Hopefully my math is right. I could be dumb right now, but 100 products at $100 price tag per each one. I have to get 100 new people every single month to have that kind of money coming in. That's extremely hard, right? And there's strategies. If you do low ticket stuff, I know there's strategies. That there's retention, there's upsells, and there's different things you can do to kind of continuing or get more value out of that one specific buyer. I understand that. But it's a constant grind. It's a hustle, and you're always having to focus more on volume and serving a bunch of people rather than serving one exclusive person. So if you again have a hybrid where you do have a high ticket, but you also have a low ticket, we need clarity. Now that you have clarity, let's go all in. And the reason why we're going to go all in on high ticket is simply because of the math. I value high quality people who want to learn how to, in my space, who want to learn how to overcome chronic low back pain. And the only way that I can truly do that as best and as fast and as simple as possible, almost guaranteeing results, is working with me one-on-one. So I had to make a decision eventually where I was like, you know what? I could keep selling these low ticket offers, right? I could do that, or I could go all in on high ticket, play around with the price. And if you're already doing high ticket now, we can kind of talk about prices and stuff like that and what you're doing. Because if you're not at 10K plus doing high ticket, there's some problems there. If that's you, if you are at a high ticket and all you do is high ticket and you're not hitting your revenue goals, your $10,000, put in the comment section below, need help. We can talk about, figure out a way to chat, I guess, maybe through the comments or through email, where you're getting stuck. Like, what are you doing? Like, why aren't you hitting 10K months, right? If you're doing high ticket and you're sold out for high ticket, what's going on? Okay, we can solve that problem for you. And we can look at that. But math alone, let's look at high ticket. If I want to make $10,000 a month and my high ticket offer is $2,400, how many do you have to sell? 4, right? I'm cheating. I'm $2,500 a month. Sorry, not 24. $2,500 a month. How many do you have to sell? That's 4. And I'm not that smart. I actually had that on my notes here. So I'm cheating. $10,000 a month was my goal. I need to sell 4 $2,500 a month high ticket offers. That allows me to focus on the 4 people that I'm working with in that month. I would sell like a 12-week type of program. But each month, all the content that I'm creating, the long form, the short form, the email list that I'm building, all the marketing that I do for my online fitness business, which is another video that we'll cover in 2026, all of that effort is going towards finding 4 people who are wanting to work with me and willing to give me the $2,500 to get the result that they want. Remember, if your marketing is good and what you do is good and you get amazing results, every person watching your videos is a potential customer. Doesn't matter if it's 1 million people watching it or if it's 300 people watching it. The way 2026 is going with content, marketing, and business, everything is dropping. All the numbers are dropping. Leads are dropping. Video views are dropping. Like all this stuff is dropping. So as you really get good at speaking to your specific person, providing a very specific, clear pathway, defeating a very specific enemy that you both share, the algorithm is going to send you your ideal people. It's going to continue to do that. So if your videos, your content speaks specifically to that person, it's going to bring those people in. So your marketing is one aspect, but when you come in and simply do the math, all I've got to do is find 4 people that are going to give me the money that I need to hit that goal for that month. Right? And if you're already at $8,000, $10,000 months and you're looking to scale, odds are you already getting people results. You already have somewhat of a marketing plan, whether that's organic or ads, whatever you're doing. And you think that doing more work, more content, more effort, more DMing, whatever, is going to fix it. It's not. It's not going to fix it. In fact, you should audit what you're doing first. I use what's called the ACEs framework. A in the ACEs framework starts for audit, right? C is for clarity. Once you audit your business and understand why am I stuck at 10K months, why am I stuck at $8,000 months, then the C is clarity. We get clarity on what is actually moving the needle, what is the most important part of what your business offers, and who you're speaking to. This allows you to get really good at marketing, which allows you to attract those 4 people that you need every single month. And if you are speaking to a very specific person and you're doing it very well, you're going to bring these people in. Now, I sell at a $3,000 paid in full or 2-payment $1,700 ticket price. Your high ticket offer may not be that high. Maybe you're at $997. Maybe you're at $1,800. Maybe you're at $2,000, and you're like, I'm getting stuck at $2,000. I can't sell it for more. There's problems behind that. We can solve that. You can sell a $3,000 ticket. There are people in my space who sell more than $3,000 high ticket back pain relief coaching programs, right? This is just where I'm at. This is my sweet spot, okay? So the math alone, if you run a hybrid business, the math alone should force you into going all in on high ticket. In 2026, having a very clear high ticket offer that speaks to a very specific person is the name of the game. It's how you're going to win. Okay. If you feel like you're doing everything you should be doing and you're hitting that ceiling of $8,000 months, there's a lot that can be going on. If you do have a high ticket offer and you're not hitting your goals, it's just a matter of looking at how that's structured, what your marketing looks like, where your leads are coming from, and then really how are you pricing it? Could you go higher? Could you just increase your price and that solve your problem? I don't know. All right. If it's a marketing issue, we can look at that. We can talk about what kind of things would increase or bring in your ideal person. That's always something that you should be working on and a hard thing to master. It's something that you do over time, right? But in 2026, high ticket coaching is the thing that online fitness businesses should be doing. If you're not doing it, I would encourage you to do that. If you need help, you want someone to come beside you who has done multiple 6 figures and is still doing multiple 6 figures in an online fitness business. You want to scale beyond 10K months and you're not sure what to do, where to go. You feel overwhelmed. You feel like you're stressed out. You feel like you're just always hustling and pushing harder to create that same amount, or you're working 40, 50 hours a week just to crank out $8,000 a month and it's stressing you out. I've been there. I might be able to help. If you're interested in getting help, you can go in the description box of this video here. There's a link where you can apply to just see if where you're at is a place where I can actually help you get unstuck. All right. So thanks for watching. God bless. And I will see you guys on the next video.